What do you want for tea?
I think I want Mexican.
Mexican? Okay.
Oh, maybe a burger.
A burger or Mexican? Make your mind up.
Just do what you want to do.
This, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is my Mexican burger. Look at that. I'm going to try and bite it. It's going to take a big bite. Why? Oh, look at that, look. All over the place. Let's make this. So for the guacamole, avocados, a little pinch of salty, some black pepper. Here we've got some onions that are finely chopped. I've used white onions, but you can use red if you want to. Coriander, finely chopped. Little bit of finely chopped jalapeno. This is optional. So for your tomatoes, always try and get the vine ones. And what we're going to do is we're going to chop the end off, expose the middle, get yourself a spoon, and then you're just going to circle around in the spoon like that. Right in, and then with the rest of it, scoop it out. There are your seeds, and there's your tomato that you can chop without getting any wet bits in. I'm just going to finely chop that up that way, and then turn it on its side, and just chop this way. Into the bowl. And here's our tomato. I want to put about 2 tablespoons of those in as well. 2.5. 1 garlic clove. You can use as many as you want. Just going to finally grate that in. Finally, a lime. You can use lemon if you want to. We're just going to slice that in half and get our juicer into the juicer, and then we're going to juice it. And now you get yourself a fork, and we just finally mash that together. Bit of a taste test. Unbelievable that. So we've chopped our tomatoes, they go in the bowl. Simple as that. Next in is some chopped coriander or cilantro. We'll say coriander, that's what we say in the UK. Get the coriander in. Then some onions. Again, you can use red onions if you want to. I'm using white because it's more Mexican to use white. We're then going to follow with some jalapeno. About a teaspoonful, that's about half a jalapeno. Depends how hot you want it really, you choose. Get that in. Then we're going to get some garlic, if I can find my grater. Here's my grater. I'm going to grate some of that in. I'm going to do 1, taste it. If I think it needs more, I shall add more. Next we get a lime. Just going to half that. And then get yourself a juicer. Put the lime in the juicer. And then we're going to juice it. Get it in there. I have washed my hands. Next, pinch of salt. Not too much, about half a teaspoon. Now give that a good mix. Once you've given that a really good mix, there's only one thing left to do. Taste it. Winner. In my pan, I've got my mince. To that, refried beans. I've got a recipe on my page, I'll give you later. We'll put 2 tablespoons of that in, along with some ground cumin, a teaspoon of that, teaspoon of smoky paprika, get that in. I've got half a jalapeno, get that in. I finally chopped it. If you want it spicier, put more in. If you don't want it spicy, leave it out. Next we have some freshly chopped coriander, get that in. Mexican favorite. Also some onion. This is finely diced. So half a white onion. You can use red if you want to. A bit of salt. and a little bit of black pepper. Next, garlic clove. Don't know what I did that for. Garlic clove. Gonna grate that in. As much or as little as you want. On with a glove. Then we're gonna give that a good mix. Make sure it's all combined, nice and squished together. Squeeze it through your fingers like so. Once it's all mixed, cover it with a cloth and just let that marinate for about half an hour. So after it's been rested, we're then going to shape it into 4 equal balls. So once you've got your balls, where missus, just going to flatten them out into patties. So there's my 4 patties all made. I've got my pan, let's heat it up. Smoking. Let's flip. I've got some Gouda here. Let's put it on. Let's cover a square pan with a round lid. Steam. Them's looking good. Let's get them out. Let's toast our buns. Oh, let's plate up. So we're going to have toasted bun. On that, we're going to have some of our guacamole. Get it on there. Spread it out. Followed by some lettuce. And then our beautiful patty on the top. A little bit of Pico de Gallo in the middle. Remember that. Top them with another burger. More Pico de Gallo. A little bit more guac for me, not for the missus. Get that on the top. Look at that. Bit of mayo on my lid. And then banging on the top. And there they are, ladies and gents, my Mexican burgers. Look at that.